Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is indeed Tuesday night, and we are live for the Market Watch. And not a Market Watch, but we are live in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device. We will have a Market Watch on Sunday night. I want to thank you all for joining me here as we march through some of these comments. We're going to prepare ourselves, indeed, to respond to the first comment. But first, we want to see and pop everything up so we can see Market Watch who pops in and when they pop in. Right now we've got Jenks first here. Welcome, Jenks. Welcome. Good to see you. And Dennis Niemeyer is here as well. Good to see you guys. All right. Very good. All right. Let's see what Silver Patriot FGNS says here. He says, it is the sad reality that people like you, Sal, who show their stack have to worry about people trying to track you down and take advantage of what you're sharing. It's a risk we all take owning precious metals, even those of us who do not share content. Great advice, Sal. Multiple layers and forms of security are a must. Thumbs up. Stack on smartly and securely. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You're exactly right. Got to be very careful out there indeed. And good to see you guys. Welcome. We got Galtism is here. A new person. Good to see you. Goldilocks is here as well. Good to see Gold and Silver Junkie. Rick Kurutz. Blue is here. Sin City is here as well. Urbash is here. Good to see Gomers44. Jose is here. Thanks for this algorithm. Yes, and Goldilocks. Yes, indeed. I actually talked about that in today's video, which the algorithm is completely ignoring. Seems like. It's crazy. Hey, Homestead Aquarius says here on this video about security. This is my most important video I've ever recorded on this channel, and the algorithm smashed it down like crazy. I'm of the mind that I think that really the algorithm is the cause of a lot of problems here for some of us content creators. Others have been able to break through with it. I have not been able to yet. After 10 years in this community, I've not been able to master it, apparently, or something. But anyways, Homestead Aquarius, the rest of the world called. They want their gold back. Nice stack, sir. Sorry you got hit by thieves. And it's good advice you give people. For me, it's like my kids. Do I want to trust someone to keep my kids more than me, only for occasional babysitting? I don't think I could really trust my little stash with someone else. Exactly. I understand, Homestead Aquarius. Yep, totally. And I've weighed that as well, too. But given what has happened to me before, I found some folks I can trust. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. All right. And let's see here. Silver Skating Sag Actor says, 6 days ago this video was made. Have we learned anything since as to why? I think some people said, I've heard some people have done some videos on it already. Likely it's because banks are scared of losing cash in their bank and getting cash. Apparently it's hard to come by some banks. And so obviously they probably don't want to scare the overall populace by making that official in a letter to a local coin shop. But that's just from what I've gathered. Yes, indeed. Jimmy J, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Cybercurrent Twitcher is here. Good to see you. Tucson Bubba is here. By the way, Cybercurrent Twitcher posted a great video. You want to see some excellent craftsmanship with one of my favorite woods out there, pun intended, and that's what she said. You want to check out some excellent craftsmanship, check out Cybercurrent Twitcher's latest video. Good to see Tucson Bubba. Welcome. Glad you're here. SAS Finance is here as well. As we continue to slurp on to the next comment. We're slightly early tonight, but we got a lot to catch up on. And with some comments, here we go. All right. Now, let's see here. We've got J696 says, you can't find Palladium Eagles, not at a reasonable price anyhow. Nobody's selling them. They hope they can recoup some of the losses if the spot price goes up again. Yes. Yeah, I don't know that they're going to be released this year. Only the collectible version. The high vibe, 55.28. Don't know. Hydrogen market could explode this price. Also feels like the price around $12.80 per ounce in palladium is the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's got more room to move downward. I know compared to what we've seen in the past, it would make sense that it would be the bottom, but you think about it with palladium, platinum is going to be much more valuable in the hydrogen space, hydrogen fuel cell space, than palladium will be, I think. All right. right, very good. Welcome. Jeff Nelson is here. Good to see you. And Silver Honda is here. He drives a blue Honda that is paid off. Good to see you. Welcome, Peter Grace. No IQ says, I don't have any palladium. If it goes under platinum, I will buy an ounce, 1 bar only. Great video. No IQ, I'm with you. That was my feeling towards rhodium too. And just to have it as part of the collection, I think is a really a cool thing. Yes, indeed. To have an example of each metal. All right, Lassie Farm people have a $100,000 pickup parked in their driveway, but they think I'm reckless for having some coins. People are dumb. No, I hear you. That's true. You make a good point there. I would say, though, however, it's probably easier to track down a car. And, well, unless, you know, just depends on the size. It's a lot less value or a lot less space that $100,000 worth of gold takes up. But I definitely see your point, for sure. And in many cases, auto theft is a problem. And so is catalytic converter theft, too. You're right. Stormwolf says, I have a few palladium maples a few years back before the pandemic. It went up, and I paid a week in London with them. All right. All right, so apparently he sold it to travel. Well, congratulations on getting it at its high. Silver Patriot FGNS on this video. Do not stack this metal. Video says, the only palladium I have is a 2018 Palladium Proof Eagle. It's a beautiful coin, and I will likely never sell it. I really wanted the 2019 Reverse Proof as well. I definitely agree that right now is not the time to be stacking palladium. I appreciate the sound advice you give to everyone to ensure they do their own research. They stack on smartly. Thank you, Silver Patriot. I appreciate that. I try my best. Very good. All right. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. We have a smaller crowd tonight, but I appreciate you guys joining me. We are just after 6, so this is our normal time that we do stream on Tuesdays. Gold Chick. Platinum comes from unstable South Africa. Palladium is located in various areas, including Michigan and Canada. And they all come from iron, nickel, and meteor strikes in various PGM concentrations. Usually, converters are a blend of 3 PGMs. And the problem is that retooling an entire industry back to platinum like it was before 2018 is an enormous expense, as was switching to majority of palladium. You're right, but they are starting to do some of that. It's going to be a slow transition and expensive, but it is making its way through. Another weird PGM factoid is that the way the dinosaur extinction meteor in Chicxulub off the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula was a majority iridium, which is now how they dated it, is there was a whole worldwide dusting of iridium at the 66 million mark. The crater was discovered by an oil explorer a while back, but stuck in a drawer and forgotten about for 20 years. Wow, interesting. Fascinating. Thank you, Gold Chick. LTD Silverworks is here. Good to see you. Bill 457. I think the collector coins are worth getting still. They are a beautiful coin. Yep, I hear you. That's true. All right. Matt, Emphasis, or whatever that says, literally just bought 1 ounce Swiss Pan Palladium and waiting on the Platinum 1 ounce. All right, so you're getting both of them. Cool, and just recently purchased. Saving now for the 2023 Gold Liberty. It's all yours. I'm jealous. Got to have it. There you go. All right, thank you, Matt. Matanivc, I'm sorry I'm not pronouncing that right, but yes, congratulations. I hope you'll be able to get the 2023 Gold Liberty. All right, very, very good. Richie Luxury is here. Mike Carrera is here. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome as we march on to Harposki says here. Let me get this and move over here to make this happen in our normal Tuesday night market watch. Back in my jewelry designing and repairing days, platinum was a tough metal to solder and polish to the high shine gold and silver could produce. Never work with palladium, but the finish on those coins are amazing. Thanks out for the great info. That's really cool that you worked with those metals. Yes, platinum is very tough. It's a hard metal. Yes, indeed. Hello, Haydos 420. Welcome. Good to see you. Me and my drone is here. Some folks are popping in now. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. So continue to press forward. Paul and Gandalf says, how do you store the receipts for the purchase of PMs? Can you give any cues as to how insurance companies respond to PM theft? Payout, laugh, others. Well, homeowners insurance will not cover. You got to get an extra policy and have those receipts and the like. That's a different matter. So it's not going to be covered in most cases. It'd be very, very expensive to hold insurance on that. Well, thank you so much, Tucson Bubba. Very kind of you. A $5 super chat, the first one of the night for Sal's Aluminum Bullion Fund. Thank you, brother. Aluminum Bullion. There you go. Aluminum. Dun, 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 dun. Aluminum. Dun, 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 dun. Let's slurp away. For Tucson Bubba. Thank you. Hello, Third Eye Philosophy. Good to see you. Silver Slammer is here. And we got Hoosier Stacker commenting on this. Again, this video, if you've not seen it, it is the most important video I've ever done. Full gold stack, how to make your stack secure and safe. Protection is needed as a prep, and you are stacking your preparedness. That's right, says Hoosier Stacker. There are many levels of protection to consider, and Hoosier Stacker has done some great videos on preparedness in many different forms. One essential is to be the gray man, which you, Salivate Metal, do a very good job with. The final layer of protection is to use firearms and ammunition. That's right, it's critical to have many layers of protection between being the gray man all the way to the use of deadly force. No one in good conscience wants to utilize that last layer. That's right, exactly. Take extra care and information distributed to the use of your layers of protection. And for good sakes, do not romanticize use of deadly force. That's right. This is not a stupid video game or TV movie. This is real life. Exactly right. That's true. Very, very true. No IQ is here. Welcome. Thank you, my friend. Over a year as an honorary citizen, No IQ has been. Yes, thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And Jeff Nelson is with us as well tonight. Good to see you guys. By the way, thank you again, No IQ, for your PayPal donation. It came in just after you left. And I was saying thank you, but you weren't here, so sorry about that. Sometimes it's a little bit late. The notification is a little bit late, and I do apologize for that. But I do keep my email open just in case one comes through. So thank you so much. Keomanen says, simple question. Let me put this out here so that I can concentrate and answer it effectively. Let me just do this here. This is kind of a strange symposium we have going on here. Let's see. As we march on through this Tuesday night market watch. I mean, not market watch. Why do I keep saying that? Tuesday night live. So, Keoningham says, when the Silver Eagle has a face value of $1, the Palladium Eagle has $25, and gold version $50, and the Platinum coin denomination of $100, which metal should you be stacking at current prices? It matters not, because the denomination has no bearing on the value of the metal or the price of the metal of the coins, each one. Those are, for all intents and purposes, for practical purposes, they're arbitrary. There is some method to the madness, but what it all boils down to is those denominations are pretty much set in stone by the treasurer, but more importantly, the Congress. The Congress has put denominations on all coins except for platinum, and that is at the discretion of the Treasury Secretary. Yes, indeed. But I think for the Platinum Eagle, though, I think that is set in stone at $100, but I digress. AKA 47 is here. Good to see you. Shadowwork is here. Welcome, welcome. Kyle Brooks says here, I have 2 ounces of palladium and have no intention on selling. Yes, the spot price is very likely to go down, but I will be buying an Eagle from the U.S. Mint when it goes on sale September 7th. Okay, so I didn't think the U.S. Mint was actually going to be distributing. Oh, you're going to be getting the Platinum, the Palladium collector version. Yeah, the collector version. That's right. Very good. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Platinum is a buy right now. I talk about that in my latest video, too, which you likely have not seen if you're watching this live stream now. But I did post it. The algorithm, it slid under the algorithm. X-Play Overlord says here, thanks for the info. Stacking can be a risky hobby, but we as stackers must be vigilant to protect our wealth. And for all of the petty thieves, I have a stack you can have for free, a stack of hot bullets coming your way. There you go. And be safe indeed. All right, glad you guys are here tonight with me as we continue to march ahead. Crowd is picking up. Thanks, guys, for being here. I do want to alert you to a video. But not only that video, but this video here, full gold stack, how to make your stacks. This is my most important video I've ever done on this channel. Strat 959 chimes in on this as well, which we appreciate your comments on this. Beautiful stack Sal. Mine is not nearly as extensive, but I have considered and implemented all of the safeguards you mentioned and more. Electrical power is a consideration, but I have other backups as well. Also, the good old-fashioned four-legged security system is very much in place. I know that can be defeated, but I pity the fool who tries. There you go. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. Nice. Let's see here. By the way, you've got JM Unleashed is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Glad you're here this evening. Chris Card says, excellent topic on Palladium here. Let's see here. He says, I have 3 all slab 70s, but you are now looking to find a reverse proof for all, either 2019 or 2022. I stack gold and platinum at the Palladium Eagle, just my favorite coins. So here I'll spend more numismatic premium because I like it. Density is interesting. Palladium is 11.9, close to silver, which is 10.49. Platinum is 21.45, and gold is 19.3. Big difference between these groups. True, you're right, exactly. Exactly right. Very, very good. All right. And let's see here. We've got James O'Neill Brown says, imagine going around town wearing hobbit clothes. Yeah, wearing hobbit clothes with all of your money in it. Little leather sack to your belt with gold and silver shillings. Then the vendors take a look at the light when you go to pay them. Yes, can you imagine? That'd be quite an interesting time we live in if that were to happen. All right. Chuck and Plata is here, allowing me to slurp freely. Thank you, sir. Good to see Stanley Sorman. All right. And thank you, PM Gallery. Appreciate the thumbs up, sure, sir. Appreciate that. And Quarter says, now understand why you take pride in harassment of scammers. There's a serious side of stacking. Everyone should listen carefully to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We are expecting a scammer call in 3 minutes. I told him to call me right at 6:15 sharp. We await by the phone for it to happen. We'll see if it does. All right. His name is Limehouse. Not Limehouse. His name is Wine... dang it, I forget the name. Weinstock. Last name Weinstock. We'll see. Yep, we're going to try to irritate Mr. Weinstock. I forget his first name, and I had trouble remembering his last name when I talked to him before. We're going to play around with his name a bit when he calls. So if he calls, his name is Mr. Weinstock. All right, Silvertooth says, what a stack. Let me get this one here, too, because he was very kind to watch this video twice. Needs all the help I can get. What a stack. You have more ounces of gold than most have silver. We're proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But honestly, there's a lot of people that have much more gold than I do. But thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate your kind words. He gave it a second comment. You deserve it. If you're reading this, did not give this video a thumbs up, you do not deserve to call yourself a stacker. Oh, well, you know, I do appreciate the thumbs up, but I do want to earn them for sure. And as well as subscriptions. And yes, indeed. That's right. Fed never. No IQ. I'm with you on that. Shadow Work with the second super chat of the night. Thank you, brother. Very kind indeed. Appreciate that. $1.99. Spuler 911 ordered my first 10 grams of gold yesterday. All right. I assume that's gold. He's saying there. He says, hopefully arriving tomorrow. Very excited. And that's a mighty, mighty fine stack of yours. Truly inspirational to see what 30 years of dedication looks like. Well, thank you. And this is the actual full stack video. But I did film a separate version that I kept and just did a voiceover because it was I messed up on the first one. and I explained why. But as much as important probably as my full gold stack video is, the actual video about security and safety is actually much more important. All right, very good. Yeah, Third Eye Philosophy. You can see the email at the bottom of your screen. Anybody wants why it's there, but it is on the site. If you ever want to check a channel, the reason why it's not posted there, if you go to the channel of anybody's, well, number one, if you ever want to find out if I've ever covered any topic, just click that search button and type something in there and see what pops up. Okay, right on time at 6:15. Mr. Winehouse is calling. Let's see, Mr. Weinstock, but we're going to play with his name. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, Jim. How's the meeting?
The meeting was terrific. It was eye-opening, enlightening, and it was so eye-opening, by the way, that I didn't fall asleep.
Love that.
Yeah. Now, remind me now. Now, I think I got your last name down. We went from Limehouse, who was the antagonist on the show Justified. You're not Mr. Limehouse, right? We know that.
That's not me.
And you're not Amy Winehouse's husband, or in any relation to Amy Winehouse. We've gone through and we've certified that. So now we're back to Weinstock is the last name.
You're right on, Jim.
So I was so focused on that I forgot your first name.
Well, I'll take the last name. Well, the first name is Aaron.
Aaron. All right, I should remember Aaron because he was friends with Moses back in the Bible days.
Brothers, in fact.
Oh, that's right, they were brothers. Now, here's the other thing that I think you're going to find quite fascinating. Now, I will never forget your last... Ooh, I like that sound. That was a nice swooshy sound. Did you do that with your mouth?
I didn't. It's just a car going by in the street.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so now I'm never going to forget your last name, and here's why. Because I'm thinking of the Comstock lode, which was a silver discovery in Nevada, I believe. It was in the state of Nevada. So they called it the Comstock lode. So now when I put wine in there, I'm thinking, okay, these people that found all this silver way back in the day, they're celebrating by drinking some wine. So I
love that.
Yeah, so the Comstockers were getting the wine stocker. They were stocking up on wine when they could.
That's what I would do if I made a lot of money.
And if I made a heck of a lot of money, you know what I would do too? I would get me like 100 ebony Cyber Curtain Twitcher silver slides to slide all that silver down and do it in unison. Just have it slide all the way down at a specific angle. That would be pretty fun. So how can I help you today, Mr. Weinstock?
So, Jim, I want to help you get to that stage of extreme wealth.
Word.
And the way I'm trying to do that is I want to know if you heard about the Employee Retention Credit, ERC.
Oh, the Employee Retention Credit, the ERC. I'm down with the ERC, yes. Explain it to me, though.
Sure.
Sounds like it's a good thing, or else you wouldn't bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah. In 2020 and 2021, if you had W-2 employees on payroll, you can receive up to $26,000 per employee.
Oh, wow.
And yes. The way that works is if you meet one of two criteria. So basically,
wait a second. Did you say if you meet in one of two cafeterias? I probably have been to about 7 of them since then. 7 cafeterias.
That's it?
That's it since COVID. Because not many were open, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm hitting them like crazy now. I love the cafeterias. They're pretty sweet. I go into a random school. I go through the metal detector and I have lunch with kids. And I love school I love school lunches.
I love that. Here, actually, in the town that I'm in, we have a restaurant called Cafeteria.
Oh, I like it. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah.
So the word I said was criteria.
Oh, criteria. Okay, criteria, not cafeteria. Okay, very good.
And there's like this. So again, there's 6 quarters of eligibility. It's the last 3 quarters of 2020, first 3 of 2021. If in any of those 6 quarters...
Okay, let's do the math on that. That's $1.50, 6 quarters, and then 3 quarters is 75 cents. So $1.50 plus 75 cents. What do we have there? I don't have my calculator handy.
I believe we got $2.25.
$2.25. And we're talking small change here, but that's okay. I'm open to. We went from $26,000 to $2.25, but that's okay.
Well, let's try to get back to 26,000. So here's the
Okay.
math.
All right.
So if quarter 1, if quarter 2, or quarter 3, or quarter 4 of 2020, or if in quarter 1, 2, or 3 of 2021, you had a 20% decline in revenue compared to the corresponding quarter in 2019, so quarter 2 of 2020 compared to quarter 2 of 2019, and so on, you are eligible for that quarter. Boom.
Okay.
Or if you had COVID mandates affect your business, either directly, like you couldn't be open, or indirectly, like your supplier was affected, and therefore you couldn't do as much business, and that affected your revenue operations by 10%, you could also be eligible for every quarter that would apply.
Well,
And
I tell you what, I don't want to sound like I am a victim here because I was affected by COVID. And I have a
Sure.
couple of chefs at the Cook the Books Club that do my numbers for me, but they can never make it look like that was only earning a couple of quarters in 2020 or 2021. Not even like a 1932D Washington quarter that's pretty expensive. Because even if you sold that sucker, and you still would not be enough to meet payroll. You know what I'm saying? We did bad. We did bad. We didn't do that bad. So we might have to speak in. Ooh, I love that sound, dude. That is just mind blowing. I'm gonna guess that car that just passed by you went about 42 miles per hour.
I would say you're probably right.
Nice.
That's what I think he went to.
I have a seventh sense for that type of thing.
One more. You ready?
Yes. I want to say that was 43.5 miles an hour on that one. That was a little quicker.
Yeah, only by a drop.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Very good.
But you were saying about you didn't have a 20% decline in revenue in any of those quarters?
Oh, no. Well, I'd say what, quarters are losing value too by a rate of 3.2% year over year. When you calculate inflation since January of 2021, they've lost about 16% of their value those quarters have. Unless it's a 1932D or a silver quarter before 1965, those have maintained their value more or less or more.
What was so special about the 1932D?
The 1932D is a very numismatically sound quarter. If you pull it up in the old Google, if it's correct, I think it's worth a little bit more money. It's kind of a rare date.
Let's see. I did do some minor coin collecting.
Okay.
I don't believe I ever came across a 1932D. Let's see.
That car went 41 miles an hour, by the way.
Yeah, it was a bit slow.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in that one.
So they range anywhere between 80.
Oh wow.
80 to about $80 to about $2,500, depending on the condition and the rarity and the like. But it's
Wow. I'm seeing. It's definitely a silver because it's back in those days.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
Oh wow. Oh, I gotta get myself one of those. Your business.
Yeah.
Did you have compared to 2019? Did you have a 20% decline in revenue in any of those quarters?
It depends. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I have a 1932D quarter, but most of the quarters I carry, they've lost again with inflation. But we're kind of talking in circles here. But I'm telling you, all the silver quarters, they've done well for me. Oh yeah, they've done very well.
Do you have a business that was less effective in revenue due to? We were less.
Yes, we were very much less effective. It was not a good time for us. I got to tell you, and Anthony Fauci's just made a comeback today.
I heard.
And and he wants us to mask up again, and I'm telling you, it's tough. I'm gonna have to quadruple mask because old Mr. Tony Fauci wants me to. So we're gonna be hitting it again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And round one. So if it did affect you, like I said, you might be eligible for up to $26,000 per W-2 employee.
Sweet home Pennsylvania, I'll take it.
So the way it works is, if you're eligible for any of the 2020 quarters, you can receive up to $5,000 per employee, and for every quarter of 2021, you can get up to $7,000 per employee.
Does that mean silver? I'll get all the quarters. I got a bunch. In fact, I have some clad quarters here. I've got an anime Wong, because two Wongs don't make a right. I've got a Let's see here. This is a Sally Ride. Ride, Sally, ride. You know that one? I got a now liquid. I have a liquid electrum quarter, but that one's kind of more fluid. You know what I mean? And let's see here. I've got a 1960 proof quarter right here.
You got a proof quarter?
Yeah.
Just laying around?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's got a semi cameo on the obverse.
What does that mean?
It means word up. Is the call word, cause baby, when you talk it, you are not a turd. Word up. Type into the Google cameo, and word up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's the cameo I'm talking about.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Cameo word. But I did check out Justice.
Justified, yeah, Justified.
Justified. I looked up the trailer. It did look pretty cool. It seems like a western set in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the Dixie Mafia is out of Detroit, but it actually takes place in Harlan, Kentucky.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It did look cool. I'm seeing this is a song.
Yeah, go ahead and play it. Play just the beginning of it, just the beginning, and then stop real quick.
Let's see. So I gotta get that in my music app. Word up. Cameo.
Cameo, yeah. Oh, you don't have to play it. That's okay.
My service here does suck.
Your service, that's all right. You're right up out in the street there, so that's all good. Yeah, so very good. So I will gather my quarters, because if they're going to get me $26,000 a pop, I can get a bunch of quarters. I can get them, and I can get them dated between 2020 and 21 as well, too. I can get a bunch of those dated. So I'll get as many as I need if I'm going to get $26,000 per one. That would be sweet.
Yeah. And the best part is that our company offers a free check, so we can check it for you. And if you're not eligible, it won't cost you anything to find out.
So what do you need the quarters to be in a certain condition? Are you going to check them for rarity? Are you going to check them for milk spots, even though they're clad? How would you...
So it doesn't have to be true. It's actually pretty common. The IRS actually estimates that 70% of small, medium businesses are eligible. So not too rare.
Not too rare. Nice.
Yeah, right? And again, I could actually send you an email. I'll tell you all the documents we need.
Okay.
Or I can tell you briefly what it is in the profile.
I assume you probably want to see a picture of the obverse and reverse of each of these quarters too, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure I can tell, the grade, because that makes a big difference in value.
Right. Well, I tell you, if they're 67s for a circulating quarter, that's a pretty high grade. An MS 67. You know what I'm saying? But I very highly doubt if I had an MS 70, you're talking, for a circulated quarter that you get out of change, bomb diggity. That's going to be the bomb diggity. I can't think of any other word for it. You know what I mean?
Well put. Yes, sir.
Yes. So yeah, we'll grade them all. We'll grade them all. Exactly. Be worth it for $26,000 a pop.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, give me your email. I'll send that list over to you, and let's see what we can get for your quarters.
It's YT47 at CompuServe.net. That's an up-and-coming ISP.
CompuServe.
Yeah. .net. Because Mama's got a milk spot, and Daddy never sleeps at night. Right.
I wish I got that reference.
It's a song. Mama's got a milk spot. Daddy never sleeps at night. Let me see if I can get the chords, because I remember that's in G. So let me see here. Hold on a second.
Let me just make sure I got this right. CompuServe is CompuServe.net.
You got it. Yes, indeed. First time, the charm. I like that.
Phenomenal. Okay, so listen, I'm going to send you an email over first thing tomorrow. I'll send you a list of exactly what we need, and let's see if we can get you some quarters. Are you playing the song?
Yeah. I can't sing and play at the same time, though, because that's a different kind of rhythm. Mama's got a squeeze box, Mama's got a milk spot, sleeps at night. Anyways, I can't do it. I'm not as talented as some people.
I thought your word up was fantastic.
Well, the word up is different, because that's all I need. Word up. It's called word. Don't matter what. Word up. To the say. I don't know the words. I'm just playing anyway. Word up. Forward.
Like that.
Yeah. But that's the chord.
I'm cheating. I'm looking at the lyrics online.
Oh, okay. All right. You got it. That's good. All right, brother. You're the man. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Weinstock. I appreciate it, sir.
Jim, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and let's be in touch.
All right. Well, not literally. I mean, let's make that a figurative statement, okay? Figuratively in touch. I mean, I don't know about you, but I kind of lean more towards the heterosexual side of things. I mean, I'll shake your.
Very offensive thing to say these days, but I'm on your side on that one.
I'll shake your hand though. I mean, that'd be cool with that.
All right, that works for me too.
Word. All right, sounds good. All right, you take care.
Word up, Jim. Enjoy.
Word up. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh boy, crazy. Put that down. I haven't practiced in a while. The old get fiddle. Oh man. Let's see. Thank you too, son, Bub. I appreciate that, my friend. Gotta have fun. And, you know, the thing is, the guy's kind of a nice guy, you know. But it's just these calls. It's just like I do feel bad sometimes if they're really nice like that and they play along. But the thing, he's got to know that he's contributing to millions and millions and millions of calls that are going out, and just wasting people's time. So wait a second. I think I got a text from Mr. Weinstock. Let's see here. Oh no, it's something else. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, we've got Boris. Morning, Uncle Sal. Silver's a buy for me only as physical savings. Paper silver has made me money, but I'm risk off since late. Last year feels like 2007, 2008 again. Yeah, I tell you what, there is some similarities in some aspects of this, what's going on with 2007, 2008 in some aspects. And I'll talk about that maybe in another video, but thank you, Boris. All right, we've got Silver Honda lamenting the loss of Jimmy Buffett. That was pretty shocking, but he was an old guy. Apparently he'd been suffering from cancer, but very sad that he's gone. Very good. All right. And let's see here. I don't know, Big Woman. I'm sorry about GBH. Sorry about that. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Jeff Nelson. I'd say very good. Don't get impeached for it. There you go. Cemetery Shop. That's right. That was a perfect call. Hope we don't get impeached for it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, good to see you. Good to see JM Unleashed, by the way. Welcome, good to see you. Jeff Nelson, sorry I wasn't around. And Liquid Electrum, I was on the scammer call, but thank you so much for your super chat. Appreciate that so much. Missed you guys Sunday night. I was actually at a different location. Jeff Nelson, so sad that there are people that feel they need your things more than you do. On top of the jealousy side of it, this should be a loud and clear message to keep your mouth shut about your PMs, everyone. That's right, exactly. Be very, very careful. Very true. All right. As we continue to press on, thank you guys for being here. You know, I don't know what it is, but there is a contingency of the viewing audience that does not like it when I talk to scammers. We lost about 20 viewers during that time. But anyways, all right. The cranky one says, yep, I've been telling all my friends when I grow up I want to be just like Mr. Silver and Cigars. Well, I told both of them, stay cranky. There you go. Yes, indeed. Likes both Silver and Cigars. Shadow Work, the great Shadow Work on this video here. Everything you need to know about silver investing. Another video I was kind of hoping would do better than it did. This was actually an experiment, and I'll explain more responding to another comment about it. There's another way to sell them and to possible even turn a profit. I took this right from their site. Normally, when you do go into a coin store and purchase $5,000 worth of silver coins, it can only be sold back to the store for $4,200 the instant you walk out the door. When metals are purchased through UPMA, you keep your whole $5,000 value. If the price goes up 1%, your account will be worth $5,050. Members sell at the same price that UPMA uses a daily basis when gold backs, or silver are purchased and vaulted. All right, there you go. Silver Eagles are $40 somewhere between $35 and $40, but you were to bank debt with debit card and your money and spent and stored with the metal in a secure vault. I like this old school 100% back deposit banking. approach with great considering opening an account. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. A shadow work. That is definitely one way to do it. There is counterparty risk there, but certainly is you're minimizing at least the single party risk of losing with the the premiums loss based off this system. So that's pretty interesting. Thank you for that, for your thoughts on that shadow work. That's cool. All right. John Mikolazovic, 9660. If you're looking to stack, buy cheap and stay away from sovereign coins. Yes, in the end, that's true. We kind of talk a little bit about that in the video for sure, but yes, indeed. All right. And we've got Annie Oakley says, dang, Sal, I really enjoyed class this morning on this video. Thank you so much. And I'm going to explain something more about this video here in a moment. Thank you, Matt Bittner. You are the man. I appreciate you. You're awesome. I really enjoyed this class this morning. You are way out of my league, but I am trying. You've absolutely beautiful stack. I would be happy to help you store. Oh, thank you. Thanks for another great video. Thank you, Annie Oakley. And I tell you what, this is all a group effort. I feel that I learn a lot from folks that comment on videos as well, too. There's a lot I don't know and a lot to learn, and I'm sure I didn't cover every aspect of it, but I am trying as well, too. You know, that's why I wanted to be pretty descriptive in this video, everything you need to know about the silver investing. And I use that word investing purposely in this video. LTD Silverworks, which means living the dream. I love that name. That's cool. Living the dream. I think he's got a channel too. So check him out. Living the dream Silverworks, LTD. Another great video. I'm keeping my silver until I relinquish this life or until the fiat has gone the way of the failed pyramid scheme. That is, yes, indeed. All right, there you go. Long-term holder of precious metals there with LTD Silverworks. Very good. Thank you. Peg Boyd, 4312. I'm drinking coffee the Sal way. All right, he's slurping his way. Little sloppy slurpage. Bob Thompson is here. Good to see you. Nice review of investing in silver. Something to think about. Thank you, sir. Again, this video did not get a whole lot of, the algorithm did not catch this one either, but let's see here. I'll explain a little bit more about it. The reason why I'm mentioning that this day, because the past week, it's a lull. It's kind of a hit or miss on this channel, but I'll tell you a little bit about this experiment here I did. Lars Job says, we in the precious metals community really need to think up and normalize a better term for non-sovereign rounds. Generic has the same diminished tone as calling constitutional coins junk silver. I agree. I kind of don't like some of the terminology, and that's when I don't like to use the word generic. Typically, I like to say privately issued unless it has no name on it. And I may do a video about it, talking about it, and get an example there. JM Unleashed, thank you, brother, for posting a link to LTD Silverworks channel. Brian Baker says, I'll buy platinum over gold, he says here. I'll buy platinum over gold. The reason the gold price is too high because the central banks and banks in general are printing money to buy it. Where do banks get their money? Silver is very useful. Platinum is very useful. Gold, not so much, unless you're Mr. T. Yep, no, I hear you. Gold has some use, but gold is mainly treasured, right? It's mainly treasured. All right, good to see Urban Aerials. Welcome. Good to see Aussie Girl is here, by the way. The lovely Aussie Girl is with us tonight. Yes, indeed. And we have got, let's see here. Let's move over here to Bob Thompson, who commented on this video. Thank you, Bob. Says, as always, breakfast with Sal is educational, especially when it reflects a person's own state of mind. My collectibles are entirely separate from stackable. I probably won't ever consider my collectibles by me for saleable. Yep. I have a hard time selling too. I hear you. All right, very good. And let's see here. Where are we at? Let's march on through here. Come on up here. We've got Gold Chick says, Wells Fargo is advertising its FedNow app before Sal show now. Really? Whoa, wow. I didn't know there was a YouTube ad for FedNow. That's crazy. Except Biden's announcement shortly Tests on emergency broadcasting system. Think phone will be on October 4th. I forgot exact time. Consider newbies and collectibles over bullion now. Okay, so that's a little different point of view where that's concerned, right? Very good. Electric Ninja is here with us tonight. Good to see you. As we continue to press on. Thank you, Urban Aerials. Yeah, I did 2 different ones. It's about 200 ounces, and I did the first full gold stack video. Yes, indeed. And we've got John Bethia. Personally, I buy silver because I like it, not to make money from it, even though I'm leaving to my children in 30 to 35 years. As for me, I could stay in the family for 100 to 200 years. Multi-generational wealth. Very good. Alma Balls has a broad question. Banks are allowed to loan out money of what's in account holders' accounts and CDs. It's the only difference that CDs pay interest and are promised not to take the money. Is the only difference that CDs pay interest. Yeah, really, that's the case. I guess there's money markets as well, too. And CDs and the regular savings accounts, which in most banks, it's next to nothing. It's next to nothing. So if you have it and don't care about more than 6 withdrawals per month, then I would go ahead and get a money market. But you got to have a minimum of $1,000 in there for most of those times. But anyways, very good. All right. Now we've got Robert Gill. On this one says the following. Let me get over here to this to make it more efficient. For me, buying the physical silver to stack anytime present is a good time to buy. Not much fluctuations in price per ounce. Personally, I won't sell for any fiat. I do believe the end is around the corner for such fiat money. I also believe the go-to PMs will be manipulated downwards to force folks to sell. I buy to stack. I will sell to trade whenever the time comes, when its true value is reached and posted. Maybe not my lifetime, but my successor will be left with opportunity. I'd rather have the physical than have paper that can be wadded up and burnt. Bottom line, I hold it, I own it. FedNow CBDCs can't and won't see it. Keep up your video presentations. I watch, thumbs up, and enjoy them. Happy Labor Day. Well, thank you, Robert. Very kind. And even though I may have some slight disagreement with you as far as how long fiat is going to last, I think it's not going away anytime soon, especially the dollar. However, with that being said, its devaluation will continue. And right now it is slightly out of their, it's not being tamped down right now. In fact, it increased month over month. So yes, indeed. So thank you. But thank you so much. All right. Eric Christian says, anything can be a hedge and helps with diversification. I don't know that anything can be. I wouldn't say that, well, except for until recently, used vehicles would be, but I guess used vehicles over the past couple of years has proven to be quite a good hedge, given the situation, what we've seen. But it's probably time to sell my boxes of catalytic converters. There you go. Jordan, rinse and repeat in the summer chart. Can't hold above $25, $22.50 coming by month's end. Cheers, and I love your channel. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. The Cello Piano says this channel is Salivate Metal, and you've never licked your gold. Yes, and believe it or not, I've never licked it. But there's a first time for everything, I guess. And I may consider it. I might have a piece I could lick, as long as there's no finning on it, and cut my tongue. Bill 457, as we progress through these things, says up here, I need to build up my silver weight. I know about all the sovereign coins. Do you think I should get 10-ounce bars or rounds? I would probably get 10-ounce bars rather than 10-ounce rounds. They're kind of hard to come by, and bars are just much more compact and easy to store. I don't know really. In fact, I don't even know really where you can get 10-ounce rounds, other than a 10-ounce maybe sovereign coin, and you're going to pay pretty big bucks for those. All right, my britches are Electrum, if I'm remembering correctly on this video. says the following. I have a good list of mining companies. For me, anything I put money into is an investment. I'm very Jewish about my money, and that's nothing against Jewish people. They are Yahweh's people. Once I have it, good luck on getting it from me. One thing I hate is spending money. Yahweh was the God of the Jews, not my God, which is universal, all above, so below. All right, thank you for your thoughts there. Thank you, sir. And let's see here. Very, very good. Pounded my RV at Burning Man. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to that thing, man. It got impounded. Man. Where's my RV? It's a Burning Man in the mud. 66 Sam, who plays bass. Yes, indeed. Check out his channel. He says, that salivate metal round sure looks thick. 2 ounces of fun. But wow, those 10-ounce coins and the triangle and cookie-shaped dragon coin was very nice as well. I have some coins, but I was hoping would go up in value, but I didn't buy them to sell them. Don't talk about my salivate metal round. It's one of my favorites in my stack. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Alarming for gold in 2024. Thank you. I went back and watched an older video. Thank you so much. So yes, there are 10-ounce coins around you. I've got some. I've shown them on my channel too. Some of the 10-ounce pieces. But yeah, Savage Stacker, great video. Sal made one like this yesterday. Yes, I actually did see that. Pretty cool. And the thing is believe it or not, even though I posted this a day later, I also, well, I'll get to that. But Savage Stacker, if you come back and watch a replay, you'll see what I'm talking about. That I actually, believe it or not, even though you did yours a day before this came out, I actually posted it sooner. Anyways, happy Labor Day to you, Johnny. And catching up here. Have a great holiday. Thank you, Star Stacker. And you're the I word. That's right. I said the I word. That's right. Exactly. Yep, indeed. A silver scientist. I also recommend stay away from silver shot. Sometimes silver shot can be more expensive, and sometimes even considerably more expensive than rounds. Hard to prove its weight and purity. Bars and coins have a weight and purity marked on them. Well, yeah, silver shot is only for melting, I think. I would only use it for melting. JM Unleashed, very kind of you to post a link to 66 Sam's channel. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. You know, I'd probably drive him batty if I just kept on listening. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to that channel, go to this channel, do this channel, that channel. He'd be like, well, guys, scrambling around. I would never do that to you. JM Unleashed, you're very kind, though. I appreciate you, brother. My goodness gracious. I have been running around ragged. Bobby Agee, enhanced cost averaging, debt to income, savings versus hedge funds, paper diversification and portfolio. Proper diversification of portfolio. That's right. Diversification is key. Yes, indeed. Silver Patriot says, great advice as always from Sal. Stack on smartly. Yes, indeed. We're going to try to do that. Hold on loosely and stack on smartly. Star Stacker. Wow, you are thorough. I just don't tell anyone what I have. There you go. I tried. There you go. Best thing to do. Be safe. That's right. Very good. Star Stacker Platinum is cool. I have a little, not much. Nice. All right. Very cool. Little is better than none. That's right. Azir Blue. I'm a huge Palladium buyer. At these current prices, Palladium is 20 times rarer than Platinum, and Platinum is 20 times rarer than gold. Viva la Palladium. Yep. Yep. I think that's above ground stocks, and I think you're right. Although I've also heard the opposite, but sometimes it's tough to get things mixed up between above ground stocks and below and how much is estimated in the earth's crust. To me, rarity is that which is above the ground. It should be measured by that which is already mined. All right, Red Crawler. I started with stacking eagles, but my new plan is to stack 10-ounce bars. Let's go. Great video. There you go. Thank you, Red Crawler. You were the man. Bobby Agee here. On this video, this is the absolute worst way to buy silver. Another video I was hoping would do better than it did, but you know, it's just it's so hard, it's so tough to predict what is going to do well. I think, is it really about people just aren't interested, or is it something else to it, or is it really the algorithm? I don't know, but usually some of these videos, people are like, this is a really good video, and you get hardly any complaints, mostly all thumbs up. But it doesn't get out there into the algorithm. Doesn't catch it. Society depends too much on technology and not enough on its own ingenuity. It has lost its ability to be productive because of a lack of imagination and creativity. Our desire for gain has clouded rational thought and productivity. What elements gives a nation's currency influence over rival nations? Well, carbon. That's number one. Carbon. That's an oil, right? And that's going to have an influence. I think probably, iron, steel, things that are like the build things, is going to give you domination. Welcome, Silver Wolverine. Good to see you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Scott Siegfried says, Happy Labor Day, Sal. I'm curious about your thoughts and analysis on platinum. All right. Well, Scott, here's what you do. I think you're relatively new here, and I appreciate you coming in. If you go to my channel and scroll all the way to the right, there's a little search thing. And if you type in the word platinum, you will see that I've done videos, even very recently, by the way, on platinum. Done a lot of videos on platinum. Yes, indeed. So hope you will take the time to peruse those videos on platinum. Yes, indeed. But thank you so much for your comment. And Jim Schwerer says here, that was a gold roller coaster ride. Yes, indeed. Yes. Thank you. Maybe my shot at K will work. Algo has killed me too, Silver Wolverine. Yep. I tell you what, between Silver Wolverine and I actually think Silver Wolverine is doing better than I am with the algorithm. His views to subscriber ratio is better than mine. But still, he's getting hit pretty hard too. We both have really had to work hard to keep things going. Mark Razor, this is the only channel I watch anymore. I'm 70 years old and have collected for many years, but for all the hype channels have been around for years and I'm sick of them. Well, Mark Razor, I am very honored and humbled and most appreciative that you would take time and have that kind of trust in me for some of the stuff that I talk about here. I hope I don't ever disappoint you. However, I will say this. I say that to say this, that there will be a time when I say something that you will disagree with or I'll disappoint you. I apologize in advance. You're always welcome to share your views here if you disagree. And I know other faithful viewers have said, well, I don't know if I agree with you on that, Sal. And that's fine. I want you to feel free to speak your mind here. You don't ever have to walk on eggshells. There's some people who can be really rude about it, but most people are not. But I try my best. I want to try to be even-keeled. And because I believe that the precious metals sell themselves, they don't need to be hyped up. And to me, that's one of the most attractive things about gold and silver is the fact that they are boring. They don't do anything. They just sit there. Well, other than the pretty designs on them, which I certainly love, and that's why I like to show them in my videos. But thank you so much, and very much. All right. And James Smith is also 70. Thank you. I appreciate both of you guys being here. Yes, indeed. And very, very good. French Kissing 101. No, I have not taught that class. It's been 7 years since I've taught that class. I'm a little out of practice. All right, CCT says, Happy Labor Day. Thank you. Cybercurtain Twitcher, you were the man. One and the only. And we've got Ray Gilgrath says, right now, platinum is a good buy. Has a lot of potential to get very expensive quickly. Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Ray Gilgrath, because the price dropped again. I think it's an even better buy now, but you're right. All right, now, Rob K says, don't invest in single stocks. Invest in S&P, ETF, index fund. You'll be well diversified regardless of what you choose. Okay. All right. This is more about silver investing, but that's okay. Ray Gilgrath says here, when price is high, all I buy is constitutional with collectible value, and I hunt to find it cheap. Like this weekend, ran into a 96 Silver Eagle, key date for the bullion version, and paid $40 because it's a hard year to find. That's a good price you got it for that. It is a hard, tough year. User, my silver stack is my bank account. I get to spend my money with the satisfaction that it's all I'm really doing is buying and spending money. There you go. Thank you, user. Kustaks. We sell all types, but copper is one metal you should always be stacking. I disagree unless you can find it free. In other words, pre-1983 cents, or you get free copper stuff from construction sites and what have you. If you get it free, that's fine to stack it. Dale Val is here. Welcome. Good to see you. And Homestead Aquarius says, some of those are just beautiful places to have, so unique. Beautiful pieces to have, so unique. Thank you, sir. This is what catches the eye and hearts of folks. That makes the premiums worth it. I love to see the triangular coins and those ultra thick Britannias. A Salivate metal round with the first silver I buy online one day. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And the Salivate metal rounds I've not talked about in quite a long time, and sales have suffered because of it. But I do want to remind you, if you are interested, there are still plenty left. If you want to get a Salivate metal round over at JM Bullion's site, just type in Salivate and you will see it there. But yeah, and one of the reasons why I say is because once this run finishes up, will they carry it again? I don't know. I really don't have a contact at JM Bullion to ask that. I think my contact left there a long time ago. Carrie Turan says, I wish I would have watched this years ago. I bet you wish you would have watched it months ago, too. But thank you, Carrie Turan. I'll get into that in a moment. And I'm glad you watched it now. Zuki Play, I noticed a difference in the economy. The latest 5-ounce Awakening Decipher series took days to sell out. 2000 mintage usually sells out in a few hours if you're lucky to get one. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how the market is now. There's less demand in the summer slump here. Great information podcast. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Music. Muscles Mouse. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. That's right. Exactly. That's exactly right. Mark Razor, thank you so much. No push-ups. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We have a lot to go through anyway. But Mark, very kind of you, sir. I appreciate that. Super chat, my friend. Very kind indeed. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aussie girl. I wish they would ship too. Really, it'd be nice if somebody like Bullion now would buy a handful of them and sell them at their shop. But I don't know. But anyways, I don't think that'll happen though. Kiefer says 32.17, 27 for the 2019 W on my LCS. Okay, thank you. That's very pricey. Thank you. That's very pricey for that. Thank you. I'm so sorry for you, Sal, says Richard. Okay. I don't know why you're saying sorry, but thank you. And thanks for the algorithm. I really could have used and needed it for this video. Thank you so much. Muscle Mal says, I drop fiat just to trust pieces of paper to tell me silver's real. I just buy 1-ounce rounds that I can test via sound test. There you go. All right. There you go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Free roll. Stack, and stack, says Eli. There you go. I like those rolls. Keep it simple. All right. If you can get only 1 2-ounce round this year, you will not be disappointed. Oh, thank you, 66am. I appreciate that. Very kind. I've never spoken to Bullion now, Urban Aerials. Somebody else wants to ask them, but I have no way to get them a discount if they were to buy them. But they'd have to have somebody ship them out to them over there. I don't know, but anyways, or unless they could talk to Intaglio Mint and have them mint a couple of them to do it. That might be something, but I don't think Bullion now is would be interested in it. I'm pretty small time. Silver Patriot, good to see you. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Eli also says here, good video. By the way, I'm hearing a few whispers here and there about the IGR Turkish products. In resemblance to people not wanting to buy the pandas because of China's policies. Turkey isn't necessarily a good country, but I'm wondering if you've heard any rumors or whispers around about what people are wanting to buy silver, not wanting to buy silver from Turkey due to their stance on certain issues. Very well could be. I know the Erdogan is not the best prime minister there, so I can understand some of that too, but I have not heard anything more. In fact, this is the first time I've seen it ever mentioned there, but yes, there very well could be some of that. Sargonomics, thank you, Zardoz. Sargonomics on this video, thank you. Hold on. I shall hold my breath until, there you go. We didn't do a Sunday night live, but we are here tonight, if you're here, Eli. Quarter says, my 2 Salvation Nation Bullion pieces are my favorites. Thank you. Appreciate that, sir. All right. As we march forward here, I bet they're stored and traded better than my more well-known rarities. If I could only find a fortitude. My kitty asked me about having one of her own. Disappointments run deep. Great video. Yes, thank you, Quarter. Yeah, that was a very limited run. And took a while to sell. But, yeah, I think there was only 175 of them that were produced. All right. Okay, let's see here. And Marshall Health says, that is a beautiful display of wealth. Fantastic job. Thank you, Marshall Health. I appreciate you, sir. Polio Moldino says, I've been just buying different 1-ounce rounds. I have 7 different ones. Kruger ran so nice. Yes, good job. Congratulations on getting a variety there. EM says, I'm just learning to stack. I'm trying to stack silver, but for the days to come, which I know is going to get really bad. So can you tell me what is better to buy? Well, if you're just stacking, it's good to get the, liquid, probably sovereign, low premium coins like Britannia's. Maybe Maples. Eagles are starting to come down, so you might consider those if you find a good deal. Have a good night, Silver Honda. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good evening. Keep reaching for your off-centered peace dollar. That's right, exactly. Thank you, Silver Dart, for the thumbs up. Have a good evening to the great Silver Honda. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. And let's see here. Ted Lauren says, keep in mind that we live in Russia. Oops, I mean China. Okay, there you go. All right. Very, very good. And we've got Adam Spencer on this video about everything you want to know about silver investing. Yes, I used the I word there on purpose. Says the best purchase I've made was in junk. The U.S. stuff basically increased by 50% to buy in Canada. So I switched to Canadian junk, mostly dollars. And now that's up a few bucks. I noticed this stuff always has a bottom. It won't break regardless of spot price, so it's good protection against a falling spot price. I agree silver is a risk. It's much riskier now than when interest rates are low due to opportunity costs when you can get 5% guaranteed, and it's getting obvious that the U.S. and Canada will likely win the inflation war at some point. All right, there you go. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate your perspective and well-rooted, well-grounded. All right, Weekly Bullion says here, and I appreciate him stopping by. He's got a great channel as well, too. If you ever do subscribe to some of these channels, let them know Sal sent you, by the way, because Weekly Bullion isn't in here on this live stream. But he says it's so easy to go down the hype coin rabbit hole and be left holding the bag. At the end of the day, I buy what I like, and I reconcile the premium paid to the amount of joy that particular piece of silver gives me. If I go to a movie and spend $20, I'm entertained for 2 hours. If I buy a coin for $10 over spot, it can give me weeks, months, and years of entertainment through my enjoyment of that coin. Amen, brother. Very well said. That's exactly the collector in me. I know that I can go into one of the places I have in deep storage and pull out a coin that I bought years and years ago and enjoy the look and beauty of that coin. Yes, indeed. That's exactly right. Very good point, Willie Bullion. My kitten is a Grandmaster. Sends algorithmic greetings here. And Aussie Girl, for the rhythm, thumbs up for the rhythm. Thank you. And the revolution begins video. Thank you so much. 88 says, Palladium, if you want to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. There you go. It's right. There you go. Not right now, though. Not if you bought it at a high. I believe in the future we will be mining our old trash dumps for all sorts of materials. Very well true. Very well could be. Yes, indeed. And let's go up here. We've got Mutant Rife. If we mine politicians, how much hazardous waste would that produce? Good question. That's a very good question. All right. And Aussie Girl here on this video. When I buy silver or gold, it's what I love. Or gold is what I love. That way, if it doesn't go up or goes down, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to her because it's still protecting my wealth long term. I would sell only if I really needed to. I'm happier at the moment selling all of the items we own we don't need or use, and that's a hard thing to do in this day and hour. True that. Yep, very well stated. Exactly. Okay. Let's see here. Let's continue marching on here. We got algorithmic emoticon there from Matt. Teku's Jungjong says here, I noticed the silver buffalo rounds from Asahi have a lot of imperfection like dings and spots. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Some of those very mass-produced pieces are going to have some imperfections in them. Yes, indeed. Roller skating, SAG actor. If we make large purchases now, will the fascists come to take ours or freeze our accounts? Well, once the silver and gold is in your possession, there's nothing they can do. They can freeze your accounts, technically, but they can't freeze your gold and the silver. That's right. Unless they individually go after you, and that's not going to be practical. Likely it's not going to happen. All right. 66 Sam. Sal's got us covered from A to Z, aluminum to zinc. Very interesting. I've seen the machine that buys old phones outside of a Walmart. Now I'm curious how much they pay out. Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. I've seen those too. The Try. Back when I bought my Salivate Metal 2-ounce round, it was about the cost of a 2-ounce generic. Now, yeah, that's right. Kind of amazing. Who knows? In a few more years of channel growth, it could have more collector value too. I kind of doubt that, although I have seen some of the Fortitude rounds sell for somewhat of a premium. But those are the limited round I had before. But this one, it does not have a limited mintage. But it would be considered, if it was a legitimate coin, it would be considered low mintage, but not that low. Thank you. All right. Tomoko's Enterprise. I think we've exhausted almost all of the comments on this video, everything you need to know about stacking. Stay tuned because I have something to say about that. As we're losing viewers, I hope you guys will stick with me. We're losing a lot of viewers now. I'm trying to keep things going here. Hopefully we get more of you guys to stay. But if I'm going to lose viewers, it's okay, never mind. Well, stay tuned at the end. I have an announcement to make at the end as well, too. All right, Tomoko's Enterprise says the following. I got here early for a change, eh? There you go. Would love for this recycler to do well with their plans. Who knows? They may make $1 or $4 for their troubles. Worked on the LG2 hydro project that supplies plenty of cheap power there. The entire region is mineral rich. I mean rich, pretty much covers most of the metals in one form or another. A good one for today. Thank you. Yes, that's cool. That's awesome. Very good. And probably this region I talked about in the video L2 could be part of that same situation. Thank you. All right. Very, very good. Thank you. All right. And Explorer says, Silver Commander, thank you. All right. Anthony Galliard says here on this video. So there's another one, a little bit of a long comment. We'll get to it though. We're going to see here. Let me get over here. And then over this way. Let me just do this. Because I got to make sure that I am in full efficiency mode here. If I'm able to do that, then something wrong with me. Thanks for another good video, says Anthony. What I did the first 5 years I bought silver, pretty much stuck with whatever got me the most for the least. I purchased many 10-ounce bars, cast bars, Highline Mint, etc. Let's see here, all this other stuff he lists as well too. And I have several thousand ounces, so my goal was bulk over recognizable coins and bars. Only time will tell if I got it right. I'm guessing the day I go to sell will be a corporation, not to a coin dealer, and they won't care if it's a US Eagle or a CNT 10-ounce cast bar. The price will be the same per troy ounce, and just getting melted to use the solar panels and circuit board. Yeah, very well, that's true. Very well could be. BIEI, McDonald is here. Welcome, good to see you. And we've got Silver Dart says, copper is the poor man's silver, silver is the poor man's gold. All right. There you go. Hagar the Hodler says, mining pollutes, recyclable pollutes. Can't win either way. I'm just going to keep stacking. There you go. All right. Gold Maple, there is no revolution. They have always been recycling of metals. Nothing new. Yeah, but they're upping it big time. Big time. Upping it big time. User, but I I don't see mining landfills happening anytime soon. Ooh, yep, I know, exactly. I don't see that happening anytime soon either. Should have been hard to get 1 million used phones. Shouldn't be hard. Just get some kid and make them go door to door for phone donations. Help clean the environment. Yes. Well, it could be. Thank you, Sal. Another great video. Thank you, Brian Shop. I appreciate that as we march on through. Gold Maple. Just imagine you take apart people's phones, you will get a gold mine of people's private information. Well, you wipe that stuff out first. But yeah, got to make sure you do that first. User. I recently heard of the supposed next big thing in rechargeables, titanium-based batteries with an 80-year lifetime. Now, that would be something. Yes, that's what we need. We need more of that technology growing here. I'm going to go somewhere past this. I'm going to get to this. All right, great video and interesting content from Shrimp Man. Thank you, Shrimp Man. You love this video, too. I was looking for a specific comment with this video in particular, but I've not seen it yet. I think I'm going to search for that one. No IQ, only the physical for me. There you go. I understand. Yes, indeed. The physical is the best. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, JM Unleashed. I'm gonna pin that. Thank you so much for posting that. For JM Unleashed. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? Okay. Okay, perhaps you can do a trade from one of your channel rounds. Top you logo for yours. Yeah, Skull and Shanny has done a lot of different stuff there. But let's see here. Remind our politicians think of that. Yeah, somebody else mentioned that too. That's pretty funny though. I like that. It looks like it's not here. Where is it? I thought I saw it though. What are your favorite underage precious metals mining stocks? Unleveraged. I really don't. I talk about some of them on the channel, and I would probably do some. You look at them. If I was going to look at a mining stock, I would look at the health of the company itself. See how much skin in the game the owners have in it, or the shareholders, and like that kind of thing. But that was probably what I would do. Look at the mining. Look at location and infrastructure and all kinds of stuff if it's an exploration company. If it's another one, it's well established and a relatively steady price if you can. All right. Well, it looks like we don't have. Lumber finance shall means all of our transactions, says Bobby Agee. Kind of bouncing around because I'm looking for a particular comment. The older phones, computers in the 80s and 90s had good counts of gold, I believe. I read. Congrats on 72K. Thank you so much. Slow roll to trying to get to $100,000. I would like to get, 100,000 subscribers. I would like to get that by the end of the year, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen at this pace. It's just not growing. The channel's not growing very fast. Everyone is screaming, don't buy, which is why I bought. There you go. All right, there you go. Buy it when it's unloved. All right, looking for a particular one. Silver will be $100 by the end of 2023 for 5 ounces of it. All right, there you go. It's $20 an ounce, what he says there. Hate Hypocrisy says, invest in lithium, forget about cursed silver. All right. Thank you. Algorithm Food from Pissapack and Pilot, which I appreciate that so much. Hello to User. Thank you, User, for chiming in here. Mark Hazley says, a pound of copper for your thoughts. There you go. I like it. We got some thoughts here. All right, now let me get to this here by Bossy and Stacker because he disagrees. And 2 point here, let me get to this. He says here, let me get this here. Come on. I disagree to the point. I'm mainly silver stacker, and that is just for the fun of it. I think that everyone should hold at least 1 ounce of gold, platinum, and palladium, and copper in their stash. If you can afford to stack more, why not? Nice video, thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with diversification, but diversification does not necessarily mean to stack it. So I think it's a good idea to diversify, having a little bit of each, but stacking it means buying multiple ounces or half ounces or 10th ounces or what have you. So, but yes, but I get your point. Thank you, Bosnian Stacker. Yusuf says, amazing collection location. I thank you. All right. Thank you, sir. Very educational video. Thank you, the Corey. The new OHP made some nice bars. I had a few of them, very simplistic, but also very well done. Very nice. Yep. Very cool. I've got one too. Thanks, Bosnian. Educational. That's what I try to do here. Make things educational as well. Lazy Boy says, somebody investing in PM mining. And let's see here. Jason says, question, is it safe to keep your precious metals or anything of tangible assets in a bank safety deposit box? With all the sudden bank shutdowns, what happens after shutdowns? Are customers allowed to empty the boxes? Any examples? Well, likely they would. But if you want to find out, if you type in safe deposit or into the search here, your gold and silver not safe in a safe deposit box. Our safe deposit box is safe for your gold and silver. I've done 2 videos on it. Didn't get very many views. In fact, here's another one I've done on it 6 years ago. Still didn't get very many views, but yes, indeed. So check it out if you get a chance. Bosnian Stacker, very good topic to cover. Nice video and thumbs up. Algorithm food on this one from 1776, which I appreciate very much. And let's get over here. We've got to make this happen. Bosnian, I love those in gold and silver. Nice video and thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And no idea that Palladium was in cell phones either. I think the World Mint may have something to do, have something under construction or possibly in the works of electronics recycling. Yes, they do. I think I covered it in a topic. Very good. Thank you, Bosnian Stacker, for watching the old videos. Interesting stuff, Sal. Thanks, CCT. Always appreciate your coverage of topics like this. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you indeed. Mark Razor, I personally do not see a shortage of silver due to the amounts that people have collected for hundreds of years. 80, 800, 90%. Silver is still out there. That's right. It is, Mark Razor. However, I do distinguish different types of shortages of silver. And I probably will be doing a video on that topic very soon, so stay tuned for it. But you're right. There's no shortage of actual silver out there if it's need to be between people. However, for certain applications, there's been a shortage because of supply chain issues, if that makes sense. But, yeah, let's see here. So it's a nuanced term, if that makes sense. But I'm in agreement with you purely based off of what you said there. Gold and silver here. Let's get to this comment. First we have to, let me just start this. Oh shoot, what happened here? All right. Gregory Green, gold and silver for me is simply an additional asset class from our 403B, which really doesn't have any options for metals. I started last September when the market was low. As you said, timing is key, and why I always try to have some money set aside for lows. There you go. I take the SLV and miners, as I like having access through my brokerage account to buy and sell at a moment's notice. Also like having the web interface so I can see the details in each purchase as to how and where I'm in the green or not. It keeps me on track with my no panic. SLV has been very steady, but the miners are definitely an investment requiring patience. I try to stick with the ones with a decent dividend to boost my margins a little bit. I stay away from the physical, as I don't want to store, protect, or insure. Plus, I avoid the premiums on purchase and any haggling over selling the LCS. Yep, I understand. Those are all good reasons not to stack the physical and just deal with the SLV, less hassle. However, you are, in a sense, contributing to, in one aspect, silver price suppression by investing in SLV. And again, I don't fault you for doing it, but you're not buying silver when you buy SLV. Let me repeat that, Gregory. You are not buying silver when you buy the SLV. You're buying exposure to silver's price. because you will never cash out for silver. Of course, you don't want to for the reasons you stated. But if something were to happen, you want to talk about counterparty risk. There's a big one with when you buy SLV and even PSLV. So I would say that it's probably a good idea to have some physical on hand too, just in case something happens and the grid goes down and what have you. So keep that in mind. But yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Have a good night, Cybercurtain Twitter. All right, let me go ahead and say this now because I'm not finding this. I'm not finding this comment. Somebody had commented and said, "You already did this video, Sal." At least I thought I saw it. Maybe I didn't see it. But yes, this is a video I had already done. And aside from the one person, which I can't find the comment now, one person noticed that this is a re-upload. This video is a re-upload. And I think it's got largely a different audience. Still didn't capture. I would have thought everything you need to know about silver investing would be a very popular video the first time I uploaded it, which was I think in early June. And so I wanted to say I'm going to save a video and re-upload it as an experiment and see if it has a different effect. But the algorithm hates this one just as bad as the last one. I don't understand it. There's a lot of good information in this video, and but hardly anybody noticed that it was a re-upload. And I think that just goes to show you that partially I wanted to kind of see if people would remember, and number two, I wanted to see how long my videos last in the minds of people if you have watched it before. But I post a lot of content, so it would make sense that people would maybe not remember since I do 2 a day, but I digress. So this video was an experiment, and it tells me kind of a lot there. But anyways, very good. All right, moving ahead here. Let's get over here. All right, very good. Thank you, me and my drone. Good to see Culture of Currency. Yusuf is here. Welcome, Yusuf. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. A long time no see. Glad you're with us tonight. And No IQ is still here, too. Welcome, No IQ. Veritas Files says the following. Let's get to the Veritas Files. Says this. One thing we have to do is stop always talking about the metals as industrial versus precious. Well, I'm sorry. I won't stop talking about that because that's a major part of the push and pull on silver prices, and silver and other metals too. This is especially true when you're talking about the 4 monetary metals of gold, silver, nickel, and copper. I included their approximate monetary ratios just for fun, but we must stop continually referring to them in these ways, especially when we are talking about their value or purchasing power. Do you have industrial? Let's see here. Do they have industrial application, and does it provide some basis for the value? Yes. However, they are first and foremost monetary metals. I disagree in some aspect with that as well too. Yes, Eva wanted is still salty. I'm probably about due for another video on that. But let's see here. Relative to the people who stack these metals, they are doing so for their monetary asset value more than they are for anything else, and we should be making sure to speak in them in these terms. And they're specifically talking about their industrial use. I have a collection of all 4 of these metals, but I only passively collect nickel and copper. I focus on gold and silver almost exclusively. And I agree with you and understand what you're saying, Veritas Files, but the reason why industrial is so important, and maybe even more important when it comes to silver, is because it is more than half of silver's use is in industry, not as a commodity metal or as a commodity, but it is a metal that we see monetarily only because we've seen it in recent history. But anyways, very good. Let's see here. Thank you. But thank you, Veritas Files. Yeah, because industrial applications greatly affect price, so that's why I talk about it. Thank you for the emoticon there. LTD, great report. Always something interesting to hear on your channel. Thank you. This is the video I posted this morning. And thank you, LTD. Let's see here. All right, folks. And we're gotten pretty close to the end here, but hey, I want to draw your attention to something else here. We're going to go over to Empire Precious Metals is having an auction tonight. So if you go over to his channel, just type Empire Precious Metals. He wanted me to let you know that he's having an auction that's going on right now. And so you can check it out there. Live Silver and Gold Coin Show Auction 220. So check it out. Always some interesting stuff he shows. Even if you don't bid on anything, it's always entertaining and fun. And if you do go over there, tell them that Sal sent you. And yes, indeed. And then when you're done there, if you haven't seen my full gold stack, how to make your stack secure, you can check that out as well too. So yes, indeed. 79 is here. Good to see you. Late. But it's not better to be late than never. You shouldn't be late, 79, but good to see you. All right, very good. So check out Empire Precious Metals. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. All right. Nice. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We will be back on Friday. Thank you guys for your faithful viewership. During times like this when the channel is kind of stagnant in terms of growth and views, it makes me appreciate all the more those of you who do take the time to watch the videos each day, even if the notifications aren't there. You guys will know to go to check out on the channel page and see the videos there. So thank you so much. All right, well, have a good evening, everybody. I appreciate you so much for being here this evening. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, I hope I can earn your subscription. I have found in recent polls that some folks are not subscribed that watch the live streams too. So I hope I can earn your subscription in due course in due time. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you to JML Leaks for posting a link to Empire Precious Metals. If you do go there tonight, have fun and tell them that Uncle Sal sent you. Take care, all. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye-bye.